Hello everybody, it's Jimmy British of Turbo Icon Records. I'm here today to show you how to make a beat. For all the people who want to become producers around the world, this video is for you. So I'm going to show you how to make a beat from scratch. I'm going to show you why. The reason why I'm going to do it is because you need to know how to make a great beat from start to finish. So this is what we're going to do today. So first of all, what is a beat? So a beat is an instrumental made by a producer on a program or with instruments that you find a vocal artist or artist that they can go over the song. That's what I know what a beat is. How do you start making music? The way you start making music is, first of all, you need to find out what type of music you like. You need to find out what influences you. You need to know what sound you want to start creating before you even get to the program, or you're just going to have no idea where to start. So you start making music by getting yourself a good program, getting yourself some good headphones, some good equipment, a computer, buy yourself a program like Logic or Fruity Loops or Cubase or Ableton or anything like that. And from you get one of those, you can instantly start making beats where you can start making some money online. So what program do you need? Well, out here, there's a range of different programs. So like, all depends on you. Depends on who's influenced you. If you look at a producer you like, look at what program they use and maybe use what they use. But personally for me, I don't use anything but Logic Pro. Logic Pro 10 is my choice. Always been my choice. Logic has been the best. It's put me ahead of everybody from the start. So that's all I would recommend for you guys. Some people people make hits in Fruity Loops. Most of my friends and other producers, we all make hits in Fruity Loops. Even myself, I use Fruity Loops. Just for fun though. People use Pro Tools. I know people make big hits in Ableton, Cubase, everything. So it doesn't really matter. Every single program is just the same. They all do the same thing. It just depends how you want to use it. So how do the programs work? First of all, you need to just understand the program, the interface. So it depends what you're doing. Are you trying to record vocals or are you trying to produce music? For today, we're talking about producing. So with producing, you have to open up MIDI tracks for the software instruments and start going. You know, you start with the drums, the bass, the synths, the melodies, however you want to do it. It don't matter. There's no right way. Do you have all the sounds you need? Well, you do. Most of these new programs now, they help you become the best you can be with nothing. It's not like years and years ago when I started where you had to do everything the long way. Now it's all done for you. They have presets and great sounds with great reverbs, everything there ready for you to become the best instantly from you turn it on, from the first day. But if you want to be great, you know you have to go further. So there's places you can buy external sounds, great sound packs. You can go buy Waves. There's loads of, if you just search on Google just for sounds packages, you can go out there and find tons of sounds. Depending on what your genre is, you'll be able to find everything from trap to rock to dubstep, house, dance, every single genre. So depending on what you want to do, you will find the sounds you need. And most of them are actually in the program. So if you actually search deep, what I would suggest is before you even buy these sounds, go through every single sound in this thing and save all the sounds in the preset so you know where they are. Because most of the good sounds are actually in the programs already. It's only if you want to get stuff for like trap music, yeah, you go find like, I don't know, Zaytoven or fucking Young Chop, or you know what I mean, DJ Menace, or just find DJ Snake or somebody's type beats. Do you know what I'm saying? Just go find their kits out here. You can actually buy my drum kit that's coming out in the future, the Jimmy British sound pack. So everything I do, you can sound like me, and I'm actually better than all these producers. It doesn't really matter. So if you have my kit, you can be better than everybody, and that's guaranteed. So understanding the software. From day one, you're going to have this software. You're going to look at it and be like, oh shit, what the fuck am I going to do? But it's simple. Like I said before, each software is basically the same, man. Everything does the same. It's like, as long as you know how to load up the sounds, press play, press record, quantize the beat, and you have an idea in your head, yo, you're gonna make a hit in no matter what program. It doesn't even matter. So producing your first sound. So this is where it comes to now, where we go to the computer, because on the computer now, this is where all the action happens. So first of all, you gotta load up the Logic. So we go to the bottom, find wherever Logic is, because I use Logic, and then we go straight to new, open a new project. So today we're gonna make some beats. So here it says software, instrument, audio, drummers, or external MIDI or guitar, bass. Today we're making beats, so we're gonna go straight to the software instruments. We're gonna make sure our output is 1 and 2. We have default patches. Make sure we have no output ascending, and it's on our open library. Because I've got my own library set in, I've got my own preset sounds. Like I said, I've got my own kits and everything, my own sound that I've sourced and from companies that I like. The companies that I really do like is Tone 2. I use a lot of their sounds. Ray Blaster, Gladiator, all of them things. Electra X, Electra, like all of them crazy things. I use them all. Like that's my stuff. So today what we're gonna do is, first of all, you start with the basics, man. The basics of making a beat is your drums, your bass, your melody, and then depending on how you want to start it, you can start with the bass, the melody, or the drums. Me, I like to start with the melody. So with this, you can either use pianos, you can use synths, you can use mallets, you can use so many types of things, and in these different things, there's different breakdowns. So in the synths, you have stuff like pads, leads, flipping bass synths, arpeggiators, and then it depending on when you go for different pianos, you have different types of settings for everything. So let's just start with something basic. Maybe let's go to some mallets. We go straight to a mallet. I don't know, vibraphone. Let's load up that sound. Oh yeah, and the thing about me, people, which is crazy, which is good though, I don't use a keyboard to make my beats. I kind of stopped using a keyboard in about 2011 or 12. So everything you've heard from me is just made on this. You get what I mean? So yeah, you don't need a huge studio. Do not let these people tell you need to spend all this money and spend all this fucking money on all this studio equipment. You don't need it, because I'll show you how to be the best without having to ever go in a £50,000 studio, £40,000 studio. Don't let these cunts tell you that you need to go in there. Are you fucking mad? Yo, spend your little change, get a quick computer. I've only got one fucking speaker. I'm out here making hits. You get me? So fuck what they have to say, yo, and just do you. But yeah, let's get back to the fucking music. So straight away, we're gonna start with some mallets. So first of all, you need to go here for your plugins, straight in, and then go straight into here. Open up maybe the EX. We're gonna start with the EX24 today. Cool. Got vibraphone here. This is just normal standard plugins from Logic. I'm not using any of my stuff. This is just the standard things, like. So. Okay. Okay, look, that's some basic there. So before we get into anything, you need to understand a few things. Up here, this is where you set your tempo. So here is where you press play, record, stop, forward, backwards. This is where you pin your mixer from down here. For you to even get a keyboard up without using a keyboard, there's a shortcut you can use here called Apple K, and that'll bring up your keyboard just like that for you, and then you can just fiddle it anywhere. You can do that, or you can just play it out with the fingers if you want. So, but then there's a thing called, which is very important, you need to set the speed of your song. So this thing here called the transpose, or the click, and then it's just at the top, and from here is the BPM tempo, and you can come over here, and you can speed up your beat, depending on what your genre is, or you can slow it right down. But today we're just gonna stick to, like, I don't know, about 135 for now. Well, no, let's go back to 120. So From there, we got the track armed. Now we're gonna start making a tune. I'm gonna start with my melody, and these are the basics. Okay, there's a shortcut here that I didn't tell you. You can press this R here, right here, and it will just record for you. But right now, because we're gonna show you guys on this, we're gonna press record from here. But we're gonna go straight back to the top. Okay, so that's the first loop I've just made, which is just a basic loop with a vibraphone. So now you have your first loop. The first thing you have to do to arm your loop so it plays back is on top you can click here. This now arms you a loop, which enables your song to now play over and over again. And this is the thing that is tricky, which producers don't get on their first time. What you have to do is quantize every single time. So if you go over here, there's a thing called quantize, and it tells you from what speed you quantize. So usually it's about 1/8, depending if you go faster it goes to 1/16, depending on what type of drop you're doing. Like off drops it could be 1/12, depending, or you can do 1/64, 1/32, depending if you're doing like really fast, like shit like that. But for now, because that's just a simple on beat, we're gonna go with 1/8. So if we play it now, it should all be on time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on the bass line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arm the track over again. And then we're going to find maybe a bass that I've already pre-armed in here, which is just a normal trap bass. Pardon? We can cut this out, innit? Okay, so now we're going to carry on with the bass line. This is really important because this right here is what gets the people grooving to your beat, feeling your beat. When you know when people say I can feel your song, this is what makes them feel the fucking song. So look, this is it. Okay, so now we recorded that. We're gonna just press the quantize all over again. It's just a quick bass line. I'm just doing something really quick, nothing complicated. I'm just trying to show you how to make a quick hit, fast, quick, to sell for the cheap. So look. Okay. Okay, that's the quick bass line, yeah? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the sound now, take off the click, so there's no more click, we don't need the click no more, because we now have a foundation. So now, what usually people like to do is they like to have like a trap, like clap or a snare. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the drums, some snares and some claps now. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start off with a range of just a range of my snares that I have here. Okay. So now, in trap music, a lot of people like to layer their sound. So they might have a snare with a clap. So what I'm going to show you is now, I've got a clap that's already preset for you. Like that. That's what we call a clap. That's a snare, and that is a clap. Yeah, so if anyone tells you what's a clap, it's that. Anything that resembles that. If anything that's a snare, that is a snare. So don't let them lie to you. Okay. What we're going to do is record that layer. Alright, what we're going to do is just take that away because I'm not really feeling that. And we're just going to bring that there. Just double up everything. Just make it really, really simple. Everything's on 1.8. We're just going to put the quantizer on 1.8, make sure that it sits well. Okay, cool. So now we start with some hi-hats. Hi-hats is, what a hi-hat is we're going to go here, we're going to load up a hi-hat. So I've got some of my drum kits already preloaded. I'll bring them all up. So this is a hi-hat. Anything that resembles this sound. So we're going to add some hi-hats, just simple hi-hats. Like, simple. Okay, so that is just a simple hi-hat. That's like the most simple hi-hat you can do. The only reason why I did it like that is just to give it some swing. I'm not into basic, so I don't want you to ever start basic. I want you to start using your brain from day one and start being independent, start doing things people haven't done, because that's the only way you become the best. Don't ever be mediocre like that guy or that friend of yours or that guy who's saying he makes beats. Fuck all that. You need to become better than all of them, so use your brain, use your imagination. So now, because I like the way this beat sounds, I'm going to go to the BPM. So the BPM now is the tempo. So this is what allows the song to go faster and slow. Remember I showed you at the beginning? So now look, I'm going to show you what it sounds like when we up it to 136. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Exactly. So now that is basically done. What we can do now is just add, there's a few other things in here like trap sounds, like usually they have a thing called a chant. So a chant is just basic sounds, like I've got some of my presets here. Remember, you can download the kit, it's coming out soon, so stay tuned for my kit. All of these sounds will be available for you, so don't worry about nothing. Everything I'm telling you, you can have it soon. So here we go. A trap chant is something like this. Yeah, ho! Usual sounds. Usual sounds. So, let's add it simple. Oh, one more time. Okay, so that's just simple. We added the chants in. So what we remember, you have to go to your quantizing, you have to put it on 1.8 because it's just a simple quantization. It's nothing too hard. Anything that isn't complicated, 1.8. Never 1.4, it's too slow. 1.8. Don't let him tell you that it's wrong. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, now we're gonna just go back and give the song a little bit of flavor. We're just gonna add, maybe I'm gonna go back to the normal sounds in the actual the program, because the program is so good. Like I told you, the program's so good you can become the best producer instantly. So, but one thing is that I learned about Logic. I have to show you this. Yeah, you have to go in here and you have to go and download this sound library. There's a sound library in here. It doesn't come with the full Logic. You have to go in here. It might take you a day, 2 days, or a week, depending on how much RAM you have in your computer. But get it, because it has all the sounds that isn't actually in the Logic, with like loads of presets, which I found really helps if you haven't got much money. And yeah, man, you start producing stuff straight away. I remember I started my whole YouTube with no good sounds. I started my YouTube with basic sounds, basic everything. People didn't believe in me. Now we're 2,000 subscribers up, so fuck them. And now I'm using good sounds, but I've been producing for years. Like, don't just think, oh, Jimmy jumped in this and just started jumping in this. No, it didn't fucking happen like that, bro. I've been producing since I was 13, 14 years old with people in my school. YMM, people know. Hot Cake Music, people know. Turbo Icon, the new label, people know. So at the end of the day, make sure you get these sounds because it will help you straight away. So, like I said, we're using the basic sounds. I'm just gonna go to one of my favorite sounds you hear in a lot of my songs already, the Caribbean steel pan drum. So, like I said, arm the keyboard, Apple K, and then let's go up. Woo! All tropical and shit. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just quickly put a quick chorus melody over this, so if there's a sweet singer or a sweet rapper, they can just do their thing. It's easy like this. Okay, let's record. No, let's do that one more time. Okay, now we just put a loop on that. So we might just add another one just to give it some more spice. Alright, let's go again. Something simple. No, let's go again. Cool, so that's that, man. We got like a beat, man. Like, that's the simplest of beats, man. That is it, bro. It's that simple. So we, like I said, we started off with the basics. I said, what is a beat? How do you start making a beat? What program do you need? Do you understand how to understand the program and how to start with the beats? I showed you how to arm the tracks. But the thing is, there's gonna be a course. So from this video, I'm gonna have a course where I'm going to directly show you how to make these beats, and I'm going to go into really in-depth about every single step of making beats. It's going to be a paid course online, but I'm telling you, if you believe music's worth it in this new growing industry that's global right now, which you can take into your own hands as we speak, I believe that this is for you. If it isn't for you, you can just, I don't know, go find a job or something that won't be here in the future. But right now, becoming a producer is now, because there's been no time like this ever where you can take time into your own hands and take everything into your own hands. You don't need anybody right now. You don't need these labels. You don't need this guy who says you can do this. Just get on your graft, be consistent, keep making this music, because the money will come. Don't do it for the money, do it for the love, and the money will follow. Fuck that, because the only people that really win are the people that love, not the people that just do it for the money. So right now I'm gonna show you how to just layer the beat, just to give it a bit of character, so then we can just sell it. So first of all, what I like to do is, as you see on YouTube, I don't do all the intro stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight in. This is a 4-bar loop. So usually on the chorus you might have to double it up, or depending on the speed you made it, you might have to do it 16 bars. So from now I'm gonna show you how to do a quick express template of your beat, so then you know that you can have your song ready and bounce it out and make a video and put it straight on YouTube instantly. So go. So on this one we're gonna double it up. So now all we did now is we just done a quick breakdown of the beat. So what I need to do now is I forgot one thing which I should not have done, but you know it's my first video, so forgive me. But what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna add a kick, just to give it the solidness of a full beat, because I did forget to put a kick. But that's all fine. I've got a few kicks here. Like I said, you can get you can get the sound kit when it comes out, and you can get all my sounds. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add. So when people say what's a kick, that is a kick. All these sounds that are like boom, 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 kick, 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 kick you in the fucking face. So like, look, what we're gonna do now. Simple bass, simple kick. Okay, cool. So that is just a simple kick we put in there. Just to give it a bit of volume, we're going to now add like a quick quantize. Not a quick quantize, a quick compress underneath it. And now we'll quantize it to 1/8. Make sure that it's always on 1/8 because it's just a simple. Okay, so now we close everything off. And this is the song. Okay, from here now, on the end now, there's a thing, on this is your master fader, this is your master channel. So here you can arm your mixer, and then from there you can see what everything looks like. So in here now, you can see your master fader. What I like to do is I like to, if you want to do a quick master just to upload straight away to YouTube, man, I would suggest you come here, go straight to top 40. Top 40 to me means, yo, this is, your song's gonna go top 40, yo, in the charts. So if you just arm your shit like this, it's gonna go fly off in the charts. But you have to make sure to balance and level your stuff. It's just an overall, if you want to quickly hear it in your car or something like that, I'm not saying you put it out like this, you can, because it don't matter these days. A hit is a fucking hit. So yeah, what I do is put top 40 on, and it instantly makes my tune sound fantastic. So now the song is done. Let's have a quick listen to the song. So thank you everybody for watching my quick tutorials, my first one. Stay tuned for everything. Keep searching Turbo Icon, Jimmy British. I got beats dropping every day, so keep buying. I hope you have a great journey into making beats, and anything you need, please feel free to leave any questions down below. Please follow, subscribe, do everything, tell everybody. And anything you need, like I said, there's going to be a course which is going to go into serious depth. This is just the sheer basics of everything I know, just so I can give you a quick idea into what I do and how I can show you. But yeah, man, thank you very much for viewing this whole video. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.